Okay, this video will be about Velveeta and Chief making statements about boom booms in Iran and boom booms. I forgot that other country, but we're going to talk about it. Okay, like I said in my weekly forecast. Oh, we got the 9 of greens. He's going to be saying a lot of stuff. Okay, I'm not saying it's not bad. Like I said, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Okay, and we're at the tail end, so things are going to start heating up. Okay, because he is cornered and he's not going to release power easily. So things will get worse before he stage left. Okay, so we have to keep that in mind. Okay, he's going to say a lot of stuff. Okay, and we have to keep our cool. We have to go within. We have to ground our energy. Okay, check our resource, check and double check. Okay, just don't take what you see that comes across your For You page. Do your research, do your homework. Okay, go within. If something is making you very fearful, that's a good time to ask, why is this? Okay, we have to be careful because a lot of people on this, on these, the TikTokies, even the Tubies and the camera app, there's a lot of fear mongering right now, okay? Because that's what gets people views. That's what gets people followers, all right? They want to go viral, all right? So please make sure that you're doing your due diligence, all right? And we're going to get through this, all right? We are going to get through this, okay? We just have to have faith, all right? So let's get into this. Okay, the 9 of greens. His number one priority now is establishing his legacy. Okay, I've said this over and over again. He wants to also enrich himself. Okay, that is his primary focus right now. Okay, and he's being irritated with like stuff with Rand, stuff with, you know, the sailors and all that. That's just irritated him, okay? But because his main focus is getting his riches, is building his legacy, okay? Okay, the Ace of Feathers, okay, which is like the Ace of Swords in a normal tarot deck. Okay, new understandings, new awakenings. So, you know, Miss Marjorie, who used to be in Congress, made some statements that they're planning something for Rand. Okay, she has opened her eyes and seeing what is done. Okay, she's also one of the rats that jumped ship before she knows it was a sinking ship. But however, she's exposing the truth. I've always said women are exposing the truth. So she is exposing their plans with Rand, with the boom booms, with the big boom booms, the end boom booms, okay? And I've always said that from the get-go. He's been planning that, all right? Don't freak out, okay? It's not going to happen, but just let me finish this reading, all right? Okay, the reason why they are over there in Rand is because of Not So Real, okay? Because they have the goods on what he did in the past, money-wise and everything, okay? Like I've always said, the Island Man stuff will never come from our country. It will come from overseas. And that is what they're using it for, okay? That is, right now, we're at a stalemate. Because he wants to use the big boom booms, okay? All right? But people in the military is not letting him. They're saying no, okay? Also, that boat stuff, people are rising up. They're going to fight back. They're not going to allow him to do this anymore. They are going to turn on Velveeta and Chief. The people who are on those boats, they're going to turn on him. I'm also seeing that they might try to do something to these boats to cover up everything they're doing. Okay, so keep an eye on that. I'm not saying it's going to happen. That's something I've been feeling, tapping into that energy. But the reason why I feel the people on the boats, they're going to stand up. Okay, I don't care what he says, all right? People are had enough of him, and people are going to stand up, all right? Also, I'm feeling that the people in West Asia is going to push our country out of there. They do not want us. Okay, we are not welcome there. All right? Wish fulfillment, everything. You know, we are seeing a fall of an empire. And I feel like all of this is causing us to get pushed out of West Asia. Okay, women will be the downfall. We saw that with Miss Marjorie. She's a whistleblower. She's saying, hey, they're trying to use the end big boom booms. Okay, do something about it, all right? The 8 of Candles, which is like the 8 of Wands, so fast movement. Okay, things are going to seem really crazy and chaotic right now, okay? Partnerships. So again, I'm seeing us being pushed out of West Asia because of Velveeta and Chief's actions. And the reason why we're being pushed out of West Asia is karma. we had no business being over there and doing the things we did. And this is destiny, karma, okay? King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so we as a country did not serve those countries over there. Okay, that's why this is all happening. Ace of Chalice. Okay, it's like the Ace of Cup, new beginnings. I feel like the people in West Asia, all those different countries, will form a union in events. Okay, us as a country, we're out of options. Okay, and the Emperor, and then I got the Ten of Feathers, which is like the Ten of Swords. So people are turning on him. We do not have very much longer with Velveeta in chief. Okay, look at that picture, okay? It's about Salamence loses his strength. So we don't have much longer, guys, okay? Keep the faith, keep going.